What's up, guys? Today we'll look at the best starting five of all time for Boston Celtics. A player must have spent at least 5 years with the franchise to be considered eligible for the discussion. So without waiting any longer, let's get into the video. In the point guard position, I have Bob Cousy. I can already hear JJ Redick screaming at me from the shadows, but I was choosing between Bob Cousy and Sam Jones. And even though Sam Jones is the better attacker of the basket, I think I would need playmaking on this team more than I need scoring from the point guard position. I know that people assume that the players back then used to be unskilled, and they were compared to the players today. But Bob Cousy completely changed the game back in his day and was pretty much Isaiah Thomas before Isaiah Thomas. The Houdini of the hardwood, as Cousy was affectionately known, dazzled crowds with behind-the-back dribbles and passes that gave the impression that he had eyes in the back of his head. However, his scoring was equally amazing due to his ability to elude defenders or sink short jumpers when his teammates couldn't find open shots. He was the driving force behind 6 championship campaigns for the Boston Celtics thanks to his creativity and ferocity on the court. In the shooting guard position, I have John Havlicek. In his early years as a Celtics reserve, Hondo Havlicek redefined the 6-man position in the NBA. However, on my squad, he's starting, as he was a real swingman, just as quick as guards and just as powerful as other forwards, which allowed him to guard multiple positions thanks to his speed and strength. Havlicek took charge of games off the bench, as the Celtics dominated the 1960s, and even though he didn't start, he frequently came to finish games. The greatest moments of a game frequently called upon his clutch gene, and he never let the team down. Also, he was a solid shooter for his time, and I think he would work well on this roster. In the small forward position, no questions asked, I have Larry Bird, one of the greatest players of all time, as well as the guy with Magic Johnson that saved the league. There shouldn't be any questions why I picked him in the small forward position. On a basketball floor, Larry Bird was capable of anything. He was able to do just about anything you could imagine, including pass, score, rebound, and steal. The scariest thing is that he could accomplish it while announcing his plan to you before he took action. His performance and legendary insult contributed to him being referred as Larry Legend. Larry was also the greatest shooter of his generation, and pairing him with Bob Cousy would be a game changer for the Celtics against anyone. In the power forward position, I have Kevin Garnett. Yes, Kevin Garnett started his career in Minnesota, but let's be honest, that man bleeds green. Kevin Garnett is arguably one of the most misunderstood and underappreciated players in the category of all-time greats, and I really don't understand why. People hold the fact that he didn't bring Timberwolves a championship and create a super team on the Celtics to win his first and only championship against him, but Timberwolves were and still are a poor organization, as we saw what happened to them after Garnett left, and I'm pro player mobility. If your manager sucks and you are overqualified in your position in the company, you should find a manager that matches how good you are instead of pulling everyone on your back, and that is exactly what Kevin Garnett did. He found a franchise that surrounded him with players that could match his talent and his mentality. KG was one of the greatest defenders of all time, as he was everywhere on the floor and used his long hands incredibly well, but he also had a sweet mid-range shot, and due to his surprising speed and dexterity, he was a good ball handler and a passer for his size. In the center position, I have the man that has won the most rings of all time, Bill Russell. Bill Russell didn't have a very long career, but that didn't matter, as in his 13 years of playing, he won 11 rings. This fact is even more incredible when you think about the fact that only 2 franchises have more rings than he does, and those are the Boston Celtics that Bill Russell gave 11 rings out of their 17, and the LA Lakers with 17 as well. His effect could be evaluated by his ability to give his team second chance opportunities, and his outstanding defensive work. Even though he never averaged more than 20 points per game in a season, Russell once pulled down 50 rebounds in a game and twice grabbed 49. Additionally, he recorded at least 1,000 rebounds in 12 consecutive seasons. Bill Russell could have easily averaged more points than he did, but he sacrificed his own scoring for the team's success, and clearly that worked out better than anyone could have imagined. This is my best Celtics starting 5 of all time. We will be doing the best starting 5 lineups of all time for every single team in the NBA. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let me know in the comments who would be in yours best Celtics starting 5 of all time.